Check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. What kind of weird, violent unicycle is this?
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Drive DX ZENRIN shooter. So here we are, and there it is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is, you have a picture of the gun, you have a picture here of Kamen Rider Mach. On the top of the box, you just have Kamen Rider Mach ZENRIN shooter signal Magarl? We'll get into that later. Here you have 3 signal bikes riding into action. On this side of the box, you have a nice picture here of Kamen Rider Mach. On the other side of the box, you have another nice picture here of Mach. On the bottom of the box, you have another nice picture of Mach and the gun. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. Does this, that, the other, all that good stuff. And, of course, that Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the ZENRIN shooter, the main weapon of Kamen Rider Mach. And to my understanding, ZENRIN means front wheel. And as you can see here, the gun is designed to look like the front wheel of a motorcycle. So very appropriately named. As you can see, it does follow the Mach color scheme of black, white, red, and very nice toy, very cool. Getting closer on the details, you can see the treads here on the tire. You get some of that nice Bandai silver here, a little bit of gold, a lot of silver up top right here. This piece right here is a softish plastic to prevent breakage. You got the molded details here with the pistons and whatnot. Right here is where your signal bike will plug into. This little piece of transparent plastic is where your lights will shine through. And you got a little bit more of the black and white going on here. On the other side, everything is just as nicely molded. Of course, you get all the screw holes here. But, and missing a little bit of the paint apps. It didn't totally paint the other side. But there's your on-off switch. But, and the front wheel does spin. And, that's pretty much it. It is a very nice size, though. Fits comfortably in the hand. Again, I have small hands, but fits comfortably in my hand and has a nice heft to it. It's pretty cool. I do quite like the design of this gun overall. Very nicely done. Now, before we get into the functions of the gun, we will take a look at the signal bike. This is signal Magarl. That's the way it's spelled on the box, but it's actually pronounced Magaru, which apparently means to turn, because this is the signal bike he uses to make the shots turn. So, here you have the signal bike done in a nice transparent green plastic with the nice metal flakes in there. I love it when they do that. And up top, you have this arrow, missile, torpedo, whatever it's supposed to be, painted in that nice Bandai silver with some red there. Wheels roll nicely. On the other side is the part that goes in the reader. And these signal bikes do actually roll. The tires are thick enough that it can stand up on its own and actually does roll without tipping over, which is pretty cool. So, before we get into the noises that it will activate in the gun itself, we will look at what noises it makes in the other toys. So, first thing we'll do, naturally, is bring in the Mach Driver. There we go. Let's get down a little lower here. So, let's get going.
Signal bike. Signal Kogan. Magaru.
So you have Magaru. Push the button once. Push it 4 times. And your finishing move, the Hisatsu. there you have all the noises that it makes in the Mach Driver. Thank you. So now we will bring in our buddy here, the driver, and of course you can see everything on the screen perfectly. We need to cut off the lights, so clap off! Alrighty, lights are off, so let's just get Beltson propped up here. There's the camera up bits. Let's make sure you can see everything properly. Alright. So let's get going. As usual, everything starts with a turn of the key. I already had the Mach's signal bike already in there, so that's why we get this cool new funky music. Yeah! Sorry. So you get next 01. Obviously, it doesn't have the hinge in it to activate it that way. The only thing you can do is the Hisatsu, so. Why do these belts always make me want to dance? I'm sorry. Let's go. And there you go. That's all you get out of the driver.
Nice drive.
Thank you, Beltson. So nice. Let's get this all out of the way, and we'll cut the lights back on, so clap on! Alright, lights are back on, so last but not least, we have our buddy here, the brake gunner.
Break your body.
I love that voice. Have I mentioned I love that voice? But anyway, we will plug the signal bike into the brake gunner and see what it does. Get next system, pull the trigger. It's that same firing noise when you plug anything into it. And no execution, so that's basically all you're going to get out of the brake gunner. So there you go. So now down to the main event, the gun itself. So let's just raise things up a bit here so you can see everything. So, yeah, so basically, your on-off switch is right here. Turn it on, and you will get ZENRIN shooter, and you see the red and green lights right there. I'll do that again. ZENRIN shooter. So, pull the trigger, and you get shooter. And you can rapid fire. And it'll say shooter after every shot. Now, much like the brake gunner, he uses this as a ranged weapon and as a melee weapon. So basically that's what the front wheel is for. So when you roll the front wheel, sending, and then he punches people with it. Now if you spin the wheel 3 times, you get a little extra noise. You get a little extra revving noise. So that's basically all the noises it makes without a signal bike in it. Now, when we plug a signal bike in it, we will get our Hisatsu, our finisher. So we'll plug in the bike. Get your standby noise. Pull the trigger. And there you go. There's your finisher. And explosions and things happen because it's awesome. Now, as with most of the other weapons, when you plug something into it, it is locked in. The only way to release it is to push this little white button right there, and it releases it. Now, the cool thing is that since he uses this in 2 different modes, it does have 2 different Hisatsus, 2 different finishers. So if I plug the bike in again, and this time turn the wheel, you get another sound effect. So that's pretty cool. Let me do that again, and this time let me try to stop it so you can at least hear what the toy is saying. Because sometimes the loud, yes, sending. Yeah, sometimes the loud ratchet in this kind of overshadows the sound effects. So I'll try to stop it in time. So we'll do that again. So, I didn't think I caught that time. I'll do it one more time. There you go. He says full throttle, and then you get the explosion and things happen because it's awesome. So there you have that. Now, much like the door gun, much like the handle can, this does not have a reader in it. All the bike does is it pushes this button right here. You can see it. It pushes that button right there and tells it to the Hisatsu noise. It doesn't matter if you plug in a signal bike, a shift car, a viral core. It will not unlock any new noises. The noises that you heard are the only noises you're going to get. And just to demonstrate, I'll plug in the type speed car. So, you get the same sound effect. It does not differentiate a signal bike from a shift car, from a viral core. To this, it's all the same. It's just pushing the button and telling it to do the Hisatsu. So, that's basically all you're going to get out of that, unfortunately. But that's basically it. That's pretty much everything this toy does. It's pretty neat. I like the design. I do like Mach on the show. I think he's really cool. It's a fun toy. Much like the handle can, much like the door gun, it is very, very limited in what it can do. Let me turn this off. It is very limited in what it can do. There aren't a lot of sound effects. It doesn't really do a lot. It's very limited in the sound effects category. But still a cool toy. Still fun to mess around with. Again, very nice size. So it definitely doesn't feel cheap or small. It's nice and hefty and substantial. So it's pretty cool, and I like Mach. So I figured it was cool to have his weapon. So, if this appeals to you anyway whatsoever, by all means, pick it up. It is pretty readily available right now. And, yeah, pretty neat toy, and it's cool because you do get another signal bike. So, gotta catch them all, man. Gotta catch them all. But, another piece added to the obsession. But, But, yeah. Neat toy. I do quite like it, and unfortunately it doesn't stand on its own, so I have to lay it down while I do the outro here. But that is pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Drive DX ZENRIN shooter. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.